tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Morning. Happy trudging Thursday. Oh, man. I don't know why I'm so wore out. Well, I don't know that I'm wore out as much as I'm just not awake yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe we need more coffee. Man. Careful what you put out there. I'm telling you. Seems like people just, so much easier to not have empathy for people online, and it is what it is. The world's troubles. Man. Yep. Not too worried about them. Right. I don't know that I really have any deep, spectacular things to say today. I am just going to keep today kind of basic for Dion. So, all right. Actually, we got another minute before I can really get started. What can we talk about? How about let me talk about acceptance for a minute. Everybody's favorite subject. I think a lot of people do not like acceptance. Acceptance is just part of the process, and that's really all it is. We utilize acceptance to get to the solution, because we have to accept what's going on. Oh, do you love me again, Kitty? Cats were out of food. I just let them eat. They can eat whenever they want. They do not have set time. Well, maybe they have set times, but it's funny because they bug me, but they don't bug me. They're very passive aggressive. They'll just walk around being cute. Meow, Dad, meow. So he's doing it now. Moo. Or you're saying thanks for feeding us. That we love you, Daddy. Yes, I love you too, Kitty. All right. Welcome, Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. I'm your host. We are going to be in the Big Book, page 124 today. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. I'm thinking about going to an in-person meeting today. I'm thinking about it. I might. I think I'm going to go to the noon at Mount View. I figured you'd be up here sooner or later, Kitty. Huh? Yeah. Now you're just Mr. Love. Now you're just Mr. Love. Are you going to read this for us? So page 124 is where we're going to be. Yep. And today we're talking about lightening the burden, not just for ourselves, but maybe for others. Watch out, kid. Watch out. This one I can't read and do this at the same time. He moves around too much. He's not a lap kitty. I had two cats. They'll just sit on my lap. I'll just sit there. But he likes to be pet, and he's weird. I think if that cat was a human, he'd be a sadomasochist. He likes to bite toes, but only on girls. He does not bite the toes of boys. It's funny. All right. So this comes family afterward. We're going to start on page 124. Usually I go back, but this time we're going to go forward a little bit more than we need to. Henry Ford once made the wise remark to the effect that experience is the supreme value in life. That is only true. That is true only if one is willing to turn the past into good account. We grow by our willingness to face and rectify errors and convert them into assets. The alcoholic's past thus becomes the principal asset of the family, and frequently it is almost the only one, right? So experience is a thing of supreme value, but only if you settle your past. Only if then. And that was true of me. This did not become it was a trauma, it was a problem before that. Well, I had to take that, confront it, and turn it into an asset. Now my past is an asset. I utilize it to help other people, not just alcoholics, but other people. Okay. Now it used to be 1 in 10 people was, or actually, I think it was. I'm not sure. It was about that. It was around there. Was affected by somebody who was an alcoholic or addict. Okay. Now that we have opiates and fentanyl, everybody at least in the United States, is affected by an alcoholic or drug addict. Every single one of them. What is my experience now? Well, now it means a lot, doesn't it? Because I know how to help these people. I know where to send them. I know the resources, right? Yeah. Now, my main thing is working with other alcoholics. That's my main thing. That's who I sponsor, things like that. But if somebody came to me and they were non-alcoholic and going through some of the stuff, I would help them too. Absolutely, I would. But they better be willing to rectify some things in their life. They better be willing to have some kind of higher power, because that's the process that I use. Right? I use that same process to solve almost all my problems. And alcohol is not a problem anymore. I haven't had a drink in 9.5 years. Alcohol is not the problem anymore. It hasn't been for over 9 years since that obsession was taken away. Right? The painful past may have been infinite value to other families still struggling with their problem. Yeah. You are now providing hope to other people, and this is a big deal. Right? I don't think a lot of people really understand the scope. I don't think a lot of alcoholics understand the effect, the amount of effect that we have. I'm going to sneeze. I was going to. If I sneeze suddenly, I apologize. It's coming. It's still tickling. All right. We think each family who has been relieved owes something to those who have not, and when the occasion requires, each member of it should be only too willing to bring former mistakes, no matter how grievous, out of their hiding spot. I'm going to go blow my nose. Ugh. Things you're not supposed to do while live. All right. Thank you. Angel says, bless you. Thank you, Angel. All right. Now, this is about being a good example. And I want you to go out and enjoy your life. I do. I want you. What was the point getting sober? But let's not forget what was freely given to you. Yeah. You best take care of that before you go on your merry way. I notice a lot of times they'll start feeling better and they'll just go on their merry way, man, and go do whatever it is that they want to do. And this could be very, very dangerous. Okay. I've got to be willing to be in places where people are going to need my help. Yesterday, I was at a community reach center. There was a lady in there. She was crying. And the staff, she was a regular because staff knew who she was and stuff. And she was outside digging for cigarettes on the ground. I went up to her. You could tell she was having a hard day. I felt for her. I felt bad for her. When women cry, I have a hard time. And she's digging around for cigarettes, and I said, I just went up. I'm like, do you need a cigarette? I gave her a cigarette. What's a fucking cigarette to somebody's day? Stop crying. She seemed to settle down just because somebody gave a fuck for a second. Now, I don't know that it changed her whole day or her life or anything like that, but at least for that moment, I could provide something, right? And if I needed to sit down and talk with her about my life and where I've come from, I bring this up with professionals. I bring it up every chance that I get. Every chance that I get. You know, every now and again, I'll get an email from somebody at Adams County that works at Adams County Mental Health, but they're not in the area that I work in, that we work in, for resources and stuff. And it's kind of neat. It's kind of nice to be able to provide that, right? Because I went to their council meetings and opened up, told them who I was, what I do. So now when they think of that stuff, they think of me, right? Got to help out when we, I went to go pick up a script yesterday too. And this lady, the line was long. It was long, right? And she was worried that she was going to, but she was bitching about KP, Kaiser Permanente. Oh, why do they do it this way? And they didn't do anything wrong. She just wanted to bitch. But she had to go check in also. And so the lady and I that were right behind her were like, we will save your spot. We'll save your spot. She barely made it back. So when she came back, she was front of line. Her whole attitude changed. Her whole attitude changed. And while she was gone, this lady and I were talking about how it's free to be nice to people. Those are the conversations. Don't sit there and stare at your fucking phone. Put your head up, man. Put your head up. Chin up. Let's look at people in the eye. We don't need to be staring at our phone because we have 2 or 3 seconds of uncomfortability. No, don't do that. The phone, I'd see myself doing it too. As soon as I get bored, if I have 30 seconds on my hands, maybe I'm gonna watch gargoyles or something. It's like I always need to be entertained. It's okay to be bored for a second, okay? But we need to get our chins up. We need to quit staring at our phones when we're walking. And everywhere I go, I see people walking around and their heads are down. This is going to have an effect on your life. Chin up. If you walk around like this, you don't see the world. You are caught in this. Stop walking around looking at your phones. It's very, very, not only that, but it's dangerous because you don't know what's going on around you. Chin up. Let's start looking the world in the eye again. You can do it. Okay? Showing others who suffer how we were given help is the very thing which makes life seem so worthwhile to us now. It's what keeps me going. Helping others, seeing others reclaim their lives is what helps me keep going. I love it. I love experiencing it. I love watching it. It's a high. Yes, it gives you those good dose feelings, right? But it doesn't stop there, and I don't get a hangover from it. Huh. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't just that you just run around going helping people all the time. You got to take care of yourself first. Don't forget to take care of your stuff first. You don't want to get caught up in what we call two-stepping, which means you did step 1 and 12, right? You'll know a two-stepper. A two-stepper can stay sober for a very long time, but they'll never say these kinds of words. My sponsor told me, I was working with a sponsee. They don't say things like that because they don't do them. Oh, I I just do service work. I don't see a reason to. Well, I mean, it says right in the big book that you're supposed to pay it forward. So, don't get caught up in that two-step trap, man. And it's easy to get caught up in because it feels good. All right. But there's balance in there. Cling to the thought you can't transmit something you do not have. And that includes experience in the program. Experience, strength, and hope. You cannot have strength and hope without the experience. It does not work that way. That's why it's in that order. It's not strength, hope, experience. It's experience, strength, and hope. And there's a very good reason why it is in that order. Because experience leads to strength. Because you do it repetitively. You do it over and over. And then you see that God is, you do hard stuff to see that God is doing for you what you couldn't do for yourself. And you find an unsuspecting inner resource. And this is the strength that we're talking about. Your fourth and fifth step, your 6 and 7, your 8 and 9. That is the strength. Doing the work is where you get the strength. Then you can provide hope because you have experience and strength. Now you can provide hope. Look at you. And you can do that with a week sober if you want. You can. Cling to the thought that in God's hands, the dark past is the greatest possession you have. The key to life and happiness for others. I carry around a whole set of keys, and every single key is the key of willingness, and I hand them out. I can't open your door of willingness, but I can give you the key. Yeah. Angel says, I love that. It's free to be nice to people. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, it is going to cost you something. It is going to, but it's not a cost that you're going to miss. Yeah. You know what the cost is? Negative emotion is the cost of that. Yeah. Which is kind of weird. All right. So you do pay, but then there's a dividend. Then you get change back. And what happens? Well, you take those negative emotions, you turn them in, right? And you get change back. But the change of these dividends is happiness, serenity, and peace. Who converted it into that? Who converted your negative stuff? God did that for you. See, that is the grace of God and how it works in your life on a daily basis. Happens to you every day. You may not notice it. I would know that God really requires that you notice it, right? You can avert death and misery for others. It says for them, but I'm going to throw in others because of the way we're doing this one. How many people in this world get to help people avert death? Not many. Not many. I don't think you understand exactly, and I'm just learning too, but you may not realize exactly how miraculous of a person God created in you. You have no idea how special you are. I see it, and you may see it in me where I don't see it. See, that's why we have that word encouragement. All right. Now I need a little encouragement because my numbers are dropping. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of going backwards right now. I'm probably not, and most likely not going backwards, but when your numbers dip, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It is possible. Nah, I think we got to what we were going to get to on that one with the book. So let's go back to the reading for today. This one looks like this one's going to be a little bit shorter. And it may not happen today, but I am getting to a point where I will be doing this every day, but I will only be doing one. It may be a few weeks before that starts to happen, but that is the goal. But it's going to be a lot more interactive. It'll go about an hour. It'll be a show, not just a live, if that makes sense. I'm going through my life right now, and I am arranging it. I'm I'm gonna be doing certain things, depending on the day. Scheduling, I'm going to schedule myself and put together I can't even think. I can't even think. Structure. I need more structure, right? So, all right, a little bit of repeating here. Showing others who suffer how we are given help is the very thing which makes life seem so worthwhile to us now. The dark past is the key to life and happiness for others. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 124. Since I have been sober, I have been healed of many pains. Deceiving my partner, deserting my best friend, and spoiling my mother's hope for my life. Ooh, they didn't screw around on this one, did they? Right. In each case, someone in the program told me of a similar problem, and I was able to share what happened to me. When my story was told, both of us got up with lighter hearts. Routine. Thank you, Angel. That's what I was going for. Routine. I need a routine. Thank you. Yes. All right. There's a lot of things that we can do to lighten the burden. In this case, we're talking about lightening the burden of other people, right? And it's stuff like this. This number was just at 5. I got a little bit more enthused. I look up, it's 3. See, I never know the numbers. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah. I'm working on a few things, but I'm not sure what direction I want to go in. And of course, the goal is to help as many people as we can. That is the goal. And I need to start making a little bit of money off of it to keep things going. Well, but it won't be this. The live, I will never ask money for live. Hey, coded, no. But I'm always up for suggestions, things like that. It's hard to do all this stuff alone because I have to do everything from even this morning. Amazon sent me a letter. They're like, we are not going to give you an Amazon merchant account. I'm like, I'm just selling shirts. I don't see what the problem is here. So they're looking at, so even little things like that get disrupted. Even creating a button on a web page, right? To the design, to the program itself, and the one-on-ones, and making it's a lot. It's a lot, man. And I don't quite know what I'm doing with some of it. So, and now I got to figure out how all this stuff connects too. That's going to be hard. So, all right. Well, enough of my whining. That's what I got for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm sure I'll be back again a little bit later. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out.